those of you just joining in, yes, without your financial support, this show will go off the air. No, no. What we're doing, it's the Best Husband in New England contest. You saw our 4 finalists on the panel right there. These are the numbers to call: 617-254-1444, and I'm informed it's toll-free throughout New England. So if you've hesitated to call because you thought it was going to be a toll call, as my buddy Larry Glick says, nay, nay. 1-800-962-1444, toll-free throughout New England to place your vote. And let's go over and meet our 4 finalists once again as we shift gears and talk about the wonderful world of the family. Michael is contestant number 1. Michael Myers from Dorchester. Paul Krim, number 2. Jim O'Malley, number 3 from Rentham. Paul's from Hanson. And contestant number 4 from Shrewsbury, Chuck Mayo. All right, family questions. Jim, why did you groan? Who groaned over here?
Because my family's all right there. I can't wait for what they've got.
Oh, okay, all right. All right, let's start with Chuck this time. Where were you when the kids were born, Chuck?
Where was I?
Yeah, yeah.
I was in the delivery room with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, I remember one in particular, and they forgot me in the waiting room, and Cheryl had to have a cesarean section. And so I walked in the door, and they were midway through when they showed me in, and that was a memorable experience. A little shaky, but memorable.
So you wouldn't have thought of being anywhere else?
Oh, no, no. It was a lot of fun.
Okay. Jim, here's a good one. Our mother-in-law calls, and she's right here, and says she's coming over in 10 minutes for an indefinite visit. In other words, you two have had a fight, and you're moving in with them. How do you react?
Well, I react positively, I have to say, with my mother-in-law. We have a great relationship. We get along fine, and there's no traditional mother-in-law jokes or anything else.
Other than the one you did on the tape for us.
That was a setup.
Right, that's right. That's right.
No, it'd be beautiful.
Okay. All right. Paul, back to the where were you when the kids were born?
First one, Stephen, I was at work, and I got a call at work. Of course, I'm a little bit older than maybe these fellows here. Back then, we weren't allowed in the delivery room. And that was with the first one. And the second one, I had brought Rolling to the hospital, and that was with Andy. And I think I had to wait quite a while for Andy to come along. And both...
oh, they're at the back here, okay.
Both David and John, I was at home at the time, and I got called from the hospital.
Mike, how about how old is Trey?
He's almost 3 months now.
Now look at all the noise that's going on. Can we get a shot? Could you just sit down just for a second so we can see how Trey is faring here, dealing with all the hectic life of a live talk show? Absolutely out.
He's like that at home, too.
That's, yeah, huh?
We had a big birthday party last night. He was like that at home.
You know what's frightening is when the whole audience does that when we're on the air. That's when I start getting the flops. I'm sorry, where were you when Trey was?
I went with Renee to labor and delivery. I was there for the entire thing, saw the entire thing, took pictures. It was an incredible experience. It was something that I'll never forget. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Anticipating your child coming and then seeing it, it was just... I'm very, I guess, extrovert and kind of whatever. And so I was all over crying and falling out and, you know.
He was saying, oh my God, give me my picture, give me my camera, I gotta see it,
I sort of dropped her leg, you know, so I could take a picture. But it was exciting.
You know, he's delivered babies before, but his own son, it was very
different.
Yeah,
I've delivered kids before, but to see your own child come into the world it's incredible. You know,
It was very funny because I'm sitting there concentrating on pushing, and he's saying, I see the head. Oh my God, I wonder if it's a boy. I wonder if it's a boy. And he was, of course, very excited when it was a little boy.
Yeah. All right. Which parent, Paul, do the kids call a pushover?
I guess me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, usually, well, we're pretty consistent in our decisions, and they'll probably set me up that they can go and say to, you know, well, Dad kind of said it was all right. What do you think, Mom?
That's true, Rolling?
Very true.
Do you tend to be the disciplinarian?
Yes. When they were little, they'd be up to bed before Paul would come home because they were being punished, and they went to bed early. And they'd be back down the stairs 5 minutes after he was in the house.
And you couldn't keep them grounded, huh?
No.
No.
I still can't.
Okay. All right. Jim, How about you? Which parent did the kids call a pushover?
No contest. She wins hands down.
You're the pushover?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very easygoing, and he's more strict.
Are
yeah.
you a stern?
They know who to
Not
come
as
to
bad
when
as
they
I
want
used to be.
something.
Pardon?
Not as bad as I used to be. I've mellowed a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I tend to be more on the strict side than she does.
Okay. All right.
I don't use the whip anymore. But.
You don't. No. And I saw that you packed those cattle prods away, too.
Right.
Chuck, if you could have a blank check to use on your vacation with the family, blank check, which, by the way, is not the first prize for how would you use the money?
I guess probably do the same thing we just did this year, and that was go down to Disney World in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We had a real nice vacation, and all the kids enjoyed it, you know, and we enjoyed it too. And it was a lot of fun, you know, as a family-type activity. So I think that's what we do.
Okay, one of the things, of course, that makes any marriage successful is weathering the tough times, the arguments, the little falling out that occasionally. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go back over here, though, for just a second, as we see our operators working hard. They put the phone down, it rings, they pull it up. There are the numbers, 254-1444, toll-free 1-800-962-1444, and the order of contestants again, number 1, Michael Myers from Dorchester, number 2, Paul Krim from Hanson, number 3, Jim O'Malley from Rentham, and number 4, Chuck Mayo from Shrewsbury. There they are. There are their numbers. Vote by number, please, to expedite your vote. We'll be back right after this.
Don't go changing to try and please.